Okay, guitar players, it's rhythm time. Here's the plan. You can't just strum a guitar part just because the chart says you're supposed to play A for 8 bars. There are exceptions. Creedence Clearwater Revival made an entire career out of that sound. But if you're playing in a group situation, I want to always make sure that you are not playing what the guy next to you is playing. You're not playing his rhythm. You're not playing her sound. You're not playing the same range that another guitar player is going over on the other side. If you've ever listened to the old Motown sections with the Funk Brothers, they'd always have 2 or 3 guitar players on those tunes, but they stayed out of each other's kitchen. They didn't play the stuff that the other guitar players were playing. Contrast, but it all fits together like a puzzle. So that's going to be the concept of this quickie little video. I'm going to have a drum machine playing in the back, and I'm going to lay 3 or 4 rhythm parts on top of each other that complement each other, but don't fight. Okay, so here's the first one. The most basic thing in the world is backbeats. I'm just playing beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing every time the snare drum hits. Every time the drummer hits a snare, he's getting a chord that goes with it. And if I can see the drummer out of the corner of my eye hit that drum, I'm going to be that much more on the beat in his pocket with it. I'm going to fatten this up with not just an A on top, but also an E below it. So the thing's got some space in it. It's a power chord. It's like an A5, but there's no third in it. It's not major nor minor, but it's got this great fat thing. Again, it just sounds like a snare drum chord. But that part, like Chank Nolan and James Brown, Chanks are where it's at. Nobody's going to have a problem with you playing this part, man. So go here first. So we'll record a little of that. Okay, now, what would go with that? Well, the idea is that you come up with something that is contrasting in as many ways as possible. So that was really sparse, just playing on beats 2 and 4. So this time I'm going to play something that's steady. I'm going to play kind of a Chuck Berry rock and roll thing. I can mute it. I can let it run a little bit. I can do a combination that's got some rhythm to it, some syncopation to it. I'm always playing tick, 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 but by doing mutes and opens and syncopations and pushing volume and pulling volume, I can make the part sound less mechanical, like this. So again, the original part went high, so I'm going to go low. He played little quarter notes with rest between them. I'm playing all 8th notes, like pumping, like a Journey tune. But I can also play a little bit of a breath at the end. What you heard me do is come down a step at the end of every little like 2-bar idea, so it felt like my part had a little breath at the end of its idea. I get a little fancier, but my idea is I'm keeping an idea on where that chank is and complimenting what that chank sounds like. But rhythmically, I'm pretty square. Yeah? Okay. What do we put with those 2 guys? And as time goes on, it's getting a little trickier and a little trickier to bring my parts in, because more space is taken up by the previous guys. So this time, I'm going to be thinking like a horn player. So while those guys are doing steady quarter notes with the Chanks, steady 8th notes with that Chuck Berry part, I'm going to play something that's not like that. So I'm going to play something that goes 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, jam, 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 2-bar idea, slightly different rhythm in each 2-bar idea, then that 2-bar idea repeats, kind of like a Latin clave beat or something. Okay, here's how that's going to fit. So I'm playing this sound in the middle. Not the high guy, not the low guy, but someplace in the middle. I'm in here, but I'm going to play this rhythm. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. The notes I chose were A notes, but now I'm committing to the major third. It's a major tune now, but I add that down to the 7th in there, so I have this little tritone. And that's the kind of part, that's the kind of sound that'll cut. It's harmonically dissonant. It's syncopated, and syncopated at the end. Off, on, off. The beat. I'm between the other two guys in range, and I'm between the two guys in their rhythm complexity. There's 3. What can I put on top of it? Well, how's about something that's long and sustained? That's what we really haven't had yet. Something that lasts a while. And since the other guitar player established majorness, I can run this a little bit. If you listen to the guitar player Steve Cropper play with, well, all of the Stax rhythm sections from back in the 60s. Barquets and that kind of sound. Booker T and the MGs. He played a whole lot of thirds and sixths. That sound, long stuff that's sustained, and you can put a little life on it. So I have a nice contrast. So I play long lines that move, almost like a melody, but this is still a rhythm part. It's just a bunch of A, although I'm moving. So again, in context, it sounds like this guy. And I might all the way get down to, I might go thirds instead of these sixths. So bring my notes a little bit together. Or tighter together. So let me decide now. Alright, so let's everybody got their part. There we go. Instead of 6 thirds, instead of down, up. Let's combine them. That's kind of what I played on that one. That's how all 4 of them fit together. Let's hear all those guys together. Remember, it's these guys. We'll get past this little demo section with this little junk. Here's the idea, 4 individual parts. Imagine they'd be even more unique if they had 4 different sounds on them instead of all of them I tell you with the same pickup sound. So remember, you had this. That original part, that got added by this. And that got added by this. We put a Cropper part on top. get it. Don't play with the guy next to you is playing in terms of range, rhythm, or sound, or timbre. Keep an eye on it. Watch the drummer's backbeat so you stay hooked up with the drum set. The bass player will be there with you, playing an octave lower. Don't have to worry about running into his world. Okay? Don't just play, pick apart, and hang with it. See you next time.